Have you ever taken an online course and asked yourself the question, I wonder if my instructor or professor has ever taken an online class before? Or, I wonder if my instructor or professor has ever had any training to teach an online course? How well a student likes any class is largely dependent on the instructor for that class. 3 examples of challenges that online instructors face in the online classroom include, but are not limited to, technology knowledge, course material creation, and class communication or interaction. So how can an instructor solve these issues while improving the course for a student for an online class? Is there a way to improve the effectiveness and the quality of the online class while keeping the content delivery interesting and providing the students with an interactive class? By addressing these 3 areas, there should be an opportunity for an instructor to provide a quality course with an interactive atmosphere.
Content creation methods. Content creation, in some degree, works in conjunction with technology knowledge. You have to know or learn how to use that technology to start creating the lessons using it. Some examples of content creation methods include PowerPoint with VoiceOver, Prezi presentations, Adobe Captivate, Adobe Connect, audiovisual productions, podcasting, and sermonettes. This definitely does not include all of the different technologies that could be used for this. Becky Dodge has taught it online at Washburn University for 11 years. When asked how she keeps her class interesting and interactive, she had this to say.
I typically use kind of a standard set of some tools, and then I'm always flexible in using some additional ones if I see that there's a need for that. But in our program we use Adobe Connect live virtual meetings, and we also require some group work, and I utilize or really try to implement clinical examples in the teachings so that they can identify and have a better relationship with that content.
Doug Jones has also been involved in online teaching for quite some time, over 12 years. Here's his response to the same question on how he keeps things interactive and interesting for his students.
I have access to one of the local hospitals' PACS systems because I put on a monthly case conference for them. And so I'm able to get images downloaded onto CDs, and then I take them over to our instructional media lab, basically a television studio here at the university, and use their green screen technology to record streaming video of me describing. I put up an ultrasound case on the screen, and then I'm able to point and talk about the pathology that we're seeing on the particular case, and I can do this for all areas of ultrasound.
I asked Ms. Dodge to elaborate on Adobe Connect to see how she felt about how it improved interaction in her class.
With the Adobe Connect meetings, it's just a software, so there's a real benefit to the student that it doesn't require any particular hardware other than having some speakers, and if they'd like to have a mic, we allow that as well. The benefit to the students is that it offers some real-time interaction with their instructor and classmates. It also allows the instructor to offer some visual learning, whether it's a presentation or images or diagrams, and I use it a lot with a whiteboard when we're doing mathematical calculations in a physics class. The students also like the polling feature. It's kind of like clicker response system, and so that allows students to kind of self-assess, and certainly feedback is that they like that because it's anonymous to their classmates. As an instructor, I can see who's responded, but in terms of the classmates, it's anonymous, and so they don't feel pressure if they don't have the correct answer.
Class communication and interaction. Great communication is needed in an online course. Timely emails are nice, but an online class can offer much more. Connecting students to students and instructors to students can be done through a variety of ways. Some communication or interaction techniques include grading papers with audio, using video or images for discussion board assignments, weekly emails or weekly audio reminders, interactive response systems, and wikis. Dr. Larry Carver, who spoke at an iTrack conference in Wichita, Kansas, mentioned that his personal student evaluations have drastically improved once he started grading papers with an audio response on a PDF versus leaving notes in a Microsoft Word document. Having that interactive, inflective, personal touch to it really helped. Becky Dodge was asked how her students responded to using technology that involved great interaction.
Students give a lot of feedback on the evaluations about the technology that we utilize in the program. The Adobe Connect meetings, they certainly demonstrate an appreciation for those meetings and being able to have a set time to interact with the student and their classmates, and again that polling feature is one that they seem to really appreciate. The meetings are also recorded, so they like that they have the ability to go back and re-listen or take notes at a point different than the live session.
In conclusion, there are many options to keep an online course both interactive and interesting for students. The three main areas discussed in this video were technology knowledge, content creation methods, and class communication and interaction. The first two topics discussed were primarily about the instructor and his or her ability to know what technology is out there for them to use, how to use that technology, and what type of content to create using that technology that is available. The third topic discussion in this video was that of class communication and class interaction that primarily dealt with student to student and student to instructor communication. It is very important that all parties have good communication. Interaction between all parties allows for a much richer environment and one that promotes learning and investment in the class for both the students and the instructors.